No tears left to cry? We hope Ariana's health isn't to blame. Rumors have been swirling around that our favorite pop princess might be in danger. Ariana Grande has been dominating the charts with her catchy tunes, but lately, fans have been wondering if our beloved Ari is pushing herself too hard. Is she sacrificing her health for her music career? What's really going on with Ariana's health, you wonder? Stay tuned to find out, but brace yourselves for a wild ride, ladies and gentlemen, because this is not a drill. The rumors about Ariana's body and mental well-being started gaining traction a few months back, fueled by a Reddit thread. But it wasn't until a TikTok video surfaced comparing Ari's current appearance and voice to a few years ago that the rumors about her health really caught fire. In the social media frenzy that followed, comments spiraled about how different she looks and sounds. In the world of celebrity, scrutiny is a given, and Miss Grande's recent Instagram photos seem to be the icing on the cake, as fans started pointing out that she doesn't quite look like herself anymore. Her eyes seem vacant, her frame thin, and her appearance drastically different than just a few years ago. Over the years, we've seen Ariana's transformation from her days on Victorious, where she had more weight on her and looked great and healthy, to now, where she's gotten very thin. Yes, she's always been petite, but never to this extent, and we're worried because she started to look pale and sickly as well. Things took a dark turn after eagle-eyed fans started comparing Ariana's situation to YouTuber Eugenia Cooney, who had a well-publicized struggle with an eating disorder, jumping to the conclusion that the two might be cut from the same cloth. But is it all just a red herring, or is there something deeper at play? Fans are divided, with some expressing genuine concern over her well-being and others dismissing the speculation as another case of body shaming. As one fan pointed out, it's unrealistic to expect anyone to look the same year after year. We all know the mantra by now, thank you next to anyone who tries to tear down a woman for her looks. But let's not overlook the fact that the demands of a superstar lifestyle can take a toll on anyone. From constant touring to a packed schedule, it's no wonder Ariana might be feeling the strain. Maybe it's time for the pop icon to take a well-deserved break. Or could there be more to the story? Although it seems like the debate will continue raging on, whatever the cause may be, one thing is clear. Ari's fans are passionate about her health and happiness. If you thought that was already a lot to handle, then you're in for a surprise. While the debate about Ari's mental health was going on, a conspiracy theory spiraled about Ariana Grande and her past involvement with former Nickelodeon producer Dan Schneider. Schneider, who was once described as the Norman Lear of children's television, was let go from Nickelodeon in 2018 amid allegations of misconduct during his time at the network. The allegations were concerning and have since been further investigated. The findings reveal some troubling allegations, including Schneider's alleged insistence on provocative content in his shows and a male-dominated writer's room. Now, you might be wondering how Ariana got entangled in Dan's dark tale. According to Business Insider, Ariana Grande and her Sam and Cat co-star Jeanette McCurdy launched complaints about a producer on their show, which led to an investigation in 2013. The investigation concluded that Schneider had contributed to the toxicity on set, and McCurdy wrote in her book that at the time, the creator was no longer allowed to be on set with any actors. This led to a conspiracy theory floating that Schneider's influence could have impacted Ariana to this day. We know that Ariana got her start on Nickelodeon with shows like Victorious and Sam and Cat, both of which were created by Schneider. While there's no evidence to suggest that Schneider specifically had a negative impact on Ariana Grande, some fans are concerned about the toxic environment he allegedly, and rightly so. There's a lot more to the queen of the high ponytail than she lets on, and we're here for it. Yes, we're talking about Ariana Grande, pop star extraordinaire, and as the story unfolds, a pretty vocal advocate for mental health awareness. That's right, folks. Despite being one of the biggest names in the music industry, Ariana hasn't shielded away from sharing her struggles with anxiety, PTSD, and the emotional toll of dealing with grief and trauma in the public eye. which put an end to the flurry of speculations about why Ari hasn't been looking healthy lately. In fact, she's been pretty damn candid about it. From sharing brain scars on Instagram to tweeting about the challenges of touring while dealing with mental health issues, Ariana has used her platform to destigmatize mental illness and encourage fans to seek help when they need it. Talk about a boss move. Ariana recently opened up about how tough it is to tour and perform due to the lasting effects of the trauma she's been through. After her epic Coachella performance in 2018, one fan tweeted at her praising her for using music as therapy. But Ari wasn't having it. She responded with a now-deleted tweet, saying that performing her music is actually like reliving the trauma all over again. We're sending all our love to Ari because this is heart-wrenching to say the least. Her fans immediately started expressing concern for her mental health, with some even suggesting that she cancel the rest of her Sweetener tour. And honestly, can you blame them? After everything Ari's been through, the death of Mac Miller and her breakup with Pete Davidson, it's no wonder she's feeling drained. She even admitted to another fan that she just feels empty and wishes she had more energy to give. And while we're at it, do you remember the well-deserved shout-out she got from Jim Carrey before her second Coachella performance? Not only did he give her a sweet message, but he also talked about the deep rest concept. And Ari's reaction? Well, let's just say it was priceless. She started freaking out on Twitter, saying she couldn't breathe and thanking him for taking the time to share his thoughts with her. We've gotta hand it to her. She knows how to keep it real. Ariana's even been incredibly open about dealing with the effects of PTSD and even showed us her brain scan. Spoiler alert, it's not pretty. But instead of scaring us, she encouraged us to take care of ourselves and our mental health. Ariana has also been very vocal about the importance of therapy, saying it saved her life so many times. So if you're struggling, don't be afraid to ask for help, just like Ariana did. Let's face it, Ari's journey hasn't been a walk in the park, but she's still walking tall. In a BBC Music special, she opened up about feeling guilty for her anxiety and how it can come out of nowhere even when she's been feeling strong for weeks. But even in the midst of those struggles, she's emphasized the importance of reaching out for support, whether it's from loved ones or a mental health professional. And hey, she's even found some ways to turn that anxiety into fuel for her art. Take her performance at the 15th anniversary of Wicked, for example. She tweeted about almost backing out due to anxiety, but instead channeled that energy into a powerful show that had fans raving. Speaking of bittersweet, her personal struggles with anxiety also inspired her song Get Well Soon on her Sweetener album. During her interview with Troye Sivan for Paper Magazine in August 2018, Ariana revealed how Pharrell Williams convinced her to write about her intense peak of anxiety, and it turned out to be one of the most important songs she would ever write. The song is partly a tribute to the Manchester attack victims, with its length being exactly 5 minutes and 22 seconds, the date of the attack. We don't know about you, but we sure are getting teary-eyed. For what it's worth, Ariana is one tough cookie. Despite everything she's going through, she's still trying her best to push through and give her fans the show they deserve. We can't help but admire her strength and resilience. So, next time you're belting out 7 rings in your car, remember that Ariana Grande is more than just a pop icon. She's a mental health warrior too. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, remember to stay fierce, stay fabulous, and always prioritize your mental health.